Right now, another extension for Dane County's mask mandate. What public health says about a permanent mandate.
And after bitterly cold temperatures, the 20s are back to say hello. We'll take a look at what else is coming up in a few moments.
And we say, yeah, hello to those 20s. Some 30 degrees warmer than it was yesterday at this time. Oh, man, it's feeling much better out there this morning. We thank you for joining us, everybody, here on News 3 Now this morning. I'm Chris Stanford.
I'm Leah Lynchide. Certainly the air isn't biting at your face as you head out this morning. We will get to Julian's certified most accurate forecast in just a minute. First, though, News 3 Now, your coronavirus headquarters. Public Health once again extending Dane County's mask mandate for at least another month.
Over the past 18 months since July of 2020, there have only been 3 months last summer when a mandate hasn't been in place in the county. Case numbers may be decreasing countywide, but Public Health says that it's still not enough to just let the current mandate expire.
As the pandemic continues, Public Health says they're frustrated dealing with new variants. Last month, Dane County held a public hearing on the mask mandate, giving many opposed to these extensions a place to speak out.
I think it proved that there are a lot of reasonable people that have opinions on this issue, and that the public really is desiring to have input on this important issue.
Again, while cases are decreasing, Public Health says it's too early to tell if Dane County has made it past the peak of these Omicron cases. Yesterday, the county saw just under 1,000 new cases. The director of Public Health addressing what the benchmark is for ending this mandate.
I don't think anyone wants to have an order that lasts in perpetuity. But we also we know that this will be here. COVID's not going away, but what's our normal rate going to look like? What's that normal experience? We're not quite there yet.
There have been roughly 130 complaints about people not wearing masks since December 1st. Noncompliance in the city of Madison can result in a $376 fine. In the rest of Dane County, it's right around $260.
This morning, we again invited Dr. Ajay Sethi on the show to break down some of the COVID headlines this morning.
Dr. Sethi, an associate professor of population health sciences at UW-Madison. Thanks again for waking up so early, doctor.
Thank you so much.
So I want to start with this decision to extend the mask mandate. What do you think about it? Do you think this is the new norm? Are we ever going to have a time when we won't have to wear masks?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, if case rates can come down to a level that makes us feel safer in the community, the mask will probably come off. Of course, we did that last summer, and then you know what happened afterwards. So this is a problem with pandemics, is that when we let our guards down, a new variant might take over, warranting us to put the mask back on. But we'll let the science decide whether we should have a mandate or not, and that's what Public Health does. There has to be an expiration date to these mandates so the science can be regularly reviewed.
Yeah, I think that's the big question right now, is what is that level? Where's the bar at now? But a lot of people, Dr. Sethi, are looking for a glimmer of hope here. So talk about Pfizer's new pill, Paxlovid. Is this something that we can look forward to hopefully get, a little bit of relief for hospitals and ultimately perhaps bring a solution here at some point?
Yeah, this is a promising drug. It's something that can be taken within 5 days of testing positive. If you take it early, it shows that you can ward off, hospitalization and a worse outcome by 90%, which is, very significant. The drug is in scarce supply right now because it just got authorized. So we need to wait for those supplies to come up in order for more people to have access to them. And right now they're reserved for people who are the most vulnerable, people with weakened immune systems, transplant patients, older patients.
Another glimmer of hope, cases are decreasing in Dane County, and we're seeing them decrease across the country in certain places. I know Public Health has said it's too early to say that we've hit the peak of Omicron, but what's your expert opinion? And do you think there's been any sort of silver line when it comes to Omicron?
Yeah, I mean, for one thing, the cases there's definitely a turnaround. We can see that in the curves. We have to be a little cautious because there are some states that had a turnaround only to have a swing right back up in the cases. Some of our neighboring states, like even Minnesota. So let's just wait a few weeks to see if we can sustain this. I think the silver lining is that overall Omicron ended up being a little bit more mild than Delta. Not for everybody. A lot of people are in the hospital because of Omicron, but it could be worse if this variant was worse. And luckily it's something that is not as bad as the previous variants.
We're running out of time here, but really briefly, do you think it's a matter of time before we see another variant of concern?
Yeah, it's just a matter of time. I mean, Omicron already has a sublineage. They're dubbing it son of Omicron. It'll take time to study that, but yeah, the virus will continue to evolve. We can expect more variants.
All right, Dr. Ajay Sethi, thanks so much for waking up early and talking with us. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Well, so the city of Los Angeles is trying to make sure that the Super Bowl next month is not a super spreader event. LA County health officials saying that all attendees will be given KN95 masks when they arrive. Masks have to be worn at all times unless actively eating or drinking. The NFL also planning to distribute free at-home test kits to people at the LA Convention Center, where an interactive football theme park is launching a week before the game.
6:05, let's turn it over to Julian C. right now with your certified most accurate forecast. Temperatures going in the right direction, in the right double digits there, Julian.
That's right. They are going in the right direction. However, it's not going to be for long. It's actually going to be pretty brief. Throughout today, we're going to be seeing some much more improvements. It's actually going to feel good to be outside. But then, as we can see, this cold front coming in from the north, we are looking for another Arctic blast to be ruining our parade. But as we get things rolling for our morning, just north near the Dells, we are looking at a line of some flurries and light snowfall, but it's pretty quiet around here in southern Wisconsin as we go in throughout the rest of our morning. It's going to stay that way. However, varying cloud cover will stick around as we get into around lunchtime. Could see a little bit of a break, but still, clouds are going to dominate much of southern Wisconsin. But take note of these temperatures back into the upper middle 20s, and for some areas, especially towards the west, we are going back into the 30s. That's going to be the theme throughout the course of the day, but then as we get into around the evening commutes, 5 p.m. could be seeing some isolated and scattered flurries sticking around, but nothing to be alarmed about in terms of seeing accumulating snow. But then as we get into tonight, that's right, as I mentioned, that cold front's going to sweep in and is going to be bringing cold temperatures right back into our forecast, as we're going to be seeing below zero temperatures as we wake up into our morning commute and get things rolling for our Friday. However, over the last 24 hours, we've seen significant increase in temperatures, almost 40-degree increase in temperatures for Madison and over for Platteville as well. And to our friends into the west, it's almost a 50-degree increase. That's just goes to show you how cold it has been over the past few days. But however, the wind chills are still into the teens as we're getting things rolling for us around single digits near Janesville. As we take a look at what we can see for our temperatures waking up this morning as you're heading out the door, 21 degrees in Janesville, 22 in Platteville with 21 in Madison and Monroe as well. But as we take a quick look at our 10-day forecast, we're going to be in a bit of a roller coaster. As we head into Friday, that colder air is going to roll back in. Wind chills will be back from 10 to 20 degrees below zero. Heading into the weekend, going back to some colder temperatures, but next week, we're looking for improvements once more, back to the 30s and above the freezing point as well. But that will be also brief as another cold front will sweep in and we are looking back into the teens. We can't enjoy the nice weather for too long, guys.
All right, Julian, thank you much. A conservative group is asking the Wisconsin Supreme Court to take over a legal challenge to absentee ballot boxes. They want the court to immediately lift a lower court's ruling that kept the current law in place. On January 13th, the Waukesha County judge ruled that absentee ballot drop boxes can't be located anywhere other than a local clerk's office. He also ruled that no one other than the voter can return the ballot. A state appeals court then put the ruling on hold until after the February 15th spring primary. This is the third time the Supreme Court has been asked to take the case challenging ballot boxes.
One of the longest-serving members of the U.S. Supreme Court is expected to retire. Justice Stephen Breyer will retire at the end of the court's current term. At 83 years old, the liberal justice had been under pressure to step down to give President Biden his first opportunity to pick a successor. The president says the timing was left to Breyer to decide.
Every justice has the right and opportunity to decide what he or she is going to do and announce it on their own. There has been no announcement from Justice Breyer. Let him make whatever statement he's going to make, and I'll be happy to talk about it later.
Appointed by President Bill Clinton in 1994, Breyer is the second longest serving of the current justices. He's just behind Clarence Thomas, who joined in 1991.
Coming up, a new shop to support Madison's creative community.
Plus, I'm Josh Breyer in the 608 as our Restaurant Week series continues. Coming up, we're going to take you to a local favorite.
Pick and Save delivery is always fresh because we check our produce at every stop on its journey to you. We're fresh every day, so shop anyway. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Sick of waiting for your furniture to arrive? Menards has furniture you need in stock. Plus, you get a free rug. That's right. Buy any upholstered living room furniture at $299 or more and get a free 5x7 area rug. That's $149.99 in savings. Need a new chair? How about a sectional? A new recliner or love seat? Buy one today. Get a free rug. Hurry up. Get to Menards before they're gone. In store only while supplies last.
Save big money at Menards.
Water is one of nature's most beautiful and life-sustaining resources. At no fault of their own, many Wisconsin utility customers are facing a shutoff to their water service. This leaves them without the one life-giving resource we all take for granted. And those hardest hit are on fixed incomes, juggling multiple temporary jobs, or those who lost full-time jobs in sectors hardest hit by the pandemic. If someone you care about needs a hand up, your local Wisconsin energy and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home and your water, heat, and power on. If you are in danger of losing your water service, call 833-H2O-WISC, 833-426-9472. You may not ask for it, but we're here to help.
I'm Rebecca, and you might know me from reality TV.
And this was my stubborn body fat that I just couldn't get rid of. But then I went to Sono Bello, and they permanently removed my body fat in just one visit.
It is so intensely gratifying for one visit to make this big of a change. It's amazing.
Sono Bello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells permanently on your stomach, hips and thighs, back, and so much more.
It feels incredible to look down, and it's flat. Thank you again, Sono Bello. I'm so happy.
Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation and find out how you can get $250 off instantly. Call 1-800-595-1532 or go to sonobello.com.
At Pick and Save, you can get personalized coupons on top of weekly sales for prices that are lower than low on food that's fresher than fresh. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
You're watching Madison's fastest growing newscast, News 3 Now this morning.
Welcome back. Our Restaurant Week spotlights continue in the 608 this morning.
Josh Breyer is taking us to a local favorite that's got a couple spots in town, and he is taken to one on the west side. Hey there, Josh.
Hey guys, good morning. Yeah, Vino has become a Madison staple since they first opened up their location on the west side. That's their first location. You mentioned they are downtown as well. This morning, we're giving you an inside look at their operation. We're at Vino West checking out what's happening for Winter Restaurant Week. The general manager with us, Kyle Kubicek. And Kyle, this is a big week for you guys. You're here all year round, of course, but this is something for you to really show off what you have going on.
Yeah, this is a time for us to showcase some of our more popular items in a 3-course style so people can come out and get a little taste of what we like to offer.
So we're on the west side, which is the one taking part in Winter Restaurant Week. A lot of folks know you for your downtown location as well.
We are the ones that are doing it, as well as our sister concept, Pallet Bar and Grill, that's on East Washington. So we're the two that will be partaking.
So for those folks that aren't aware of what you guys have going on at Vino, what's a good summary of what people can expect?
Sure. So Vino is a tapas-style restaurant. For those that don't know what tapas is, it's the smaller portion sizes meant to share. So that each person can get a couple bites of everything and really get that experience. We're also known for an extensive wine list with both by the bottle and glass options, as well as elevated handcrafted cocktails that a lot of the ingredients, we make in-house, and so we make it nice and special.
So Winter Restaurant Week, a great opportunity for your regulars to come in, but it's also a good opportunity to pull some new people in too.
For sure. I think it's, it's one of those, a lot of people go around the restaurant, we can get to see all the, maybe places they've never gotten to try before, just because the price points might be a little bit different this go around. So people are going to be able to go out and really experience that.
The the pandemic impacted all of us. You know, what are you guys seeing here as far as the restaurant goes? I know it's been kind of all over the place, right?
Yeah, I mean, the last 2 years have been hard for everybody, especially, you know, locally. So it's just been really nice to be able to have that local support and be able to say that we have been here for 18 years and we're very lucky and fortunate because of our regulars to have that.
So we're going to be learning a little bit more about what you have on the menu specifically for Restaurant Week. You know, what would be your plug to get people out here this week?
Well, I think it's a great time to come and, just like I said, try some of the staple things that we're known for. Calamari fries, for example, are something that we've had on the menu since day one. So it really is going to tell you, you know, a little bit of what we are.
All right. Well, Kyle, thank you so much for having us out. Looking forward to digging in.
Sounds good. Thank you.
And of course, we'll give you that taste here in about 30 minutes as far as what's on the menu this week. If you'd like to learn more about Vino or any of the other restaurants taking part, again, Winter Restaurant Week runs through tomorrow, and we've got everything posted up on channel3000.com. A tapas-style restaurant, which is good and bad. Good because you can get all of the stuff out there, but bad if you go with someone like Leah Lynchide, there's going to be nothing left on the table for everyone to enjoy, guys.
She's a grabber.
Nobody's going to want to go to dinner with me after we just told the viewing area that I'm a grabber. Come on.
You gotta slap that hand away. Leah, get out of there. That's mine.
Luckily, my husband is very, very patient.
All right, Josh Breyer, looking forward to us.
He loves you.
Yeah. Hey, when you're married, it's like, hey, what's yours is mine, what's mine is yours, right?
Allegedly.
Right. Thanks,
there
Josh.
You go.
Remember to let Josh know what inspires you in the 608. Reach out to him on social media or shoot him an email for a chance to be featured.
Okay, so for our restaurant week, we're giving away a couple of free vouchers worth $25 each every day, and all you have to do is answer our question of the day.
Yeah, those $25 will get you a free meal at a lot of these participating restaurants, so this is definitely worth your time. Answer our question of the day. Today it is, what's your go-to dinner beverage? We heard from Chris. He's got a very complex palate. He likes different beers depending on the day and the weather and the experience. Am I right?
Sure. Yeah. To elaborate on it a little bit more. Yeah, it all depends on the moment and the meal. And you have you changed it up a little bit. Sometimes, you know, old-fashioned girl, not so old-fashioned anymore, huh?
Yeah, if I'm going to a supper club, you know I'm getting an old-fashioned. That is the standard. But if I'm going somewhere else, I might try and dabble into a different liquor. I've been interested in mezcal tequila lately because it's a little smoky. It's sort of interesting. But, you know, old-fashioned is where it's at if you're going to a supper club.
You know it. So if you want to let us know what's your go-to beverage, you can win those restaurant vouchers. Just go to channel3000.com/contests and enter it in for your chance to win.
Julian Seawright told us his beverage of choice, well, Pinot Grigio, huh, Julian?
Yeah, that's right. A Pinot Grigio, nice crisp white wines paired with pretty much anything is always nice for me. But other than that, it's probably not the best to drink something like that around this time, even though it is better than what we've been feeling for the past few days. As we're planning out the rest of the day, just know the temperatures are back to the 20s, and it's going to feel a lot better than it has over the last couple of days. Cloudy conditions, however, are going to remain throughout the course of the day, so don't expect much in terms of seeing sunshine for us. However, one thing we are going to be keeping an eye on is that once we head into the back end of our work week, we're going back to some Arctic-like temperatures, as we're going to be below zero heading into our Friday morning and going into the weekend as well. Expect temperatures to be really onto the colder end throughout our morning, and the wind chills will be pretty frigid as well. Back to the double digits throughout our Friday morning and even going into our Saturday as well. So just be expecting some more colder air to be rolling in throughout the next few days. Three things we're going to need to know is that we are going to be more seasonable for today. Could be seeing a few flurries around the area, but the bitter cold will be back as we head into our Friday. Now, as we take a look, going into tonight, that's when we're going to start to see that drop in temperatures. As you can see and take note of our lows, we're going to be heading into our mornings of the below zero temperatures once again. But as we take a look quickly at our traffic as of right now, nice and smooth along the belt line as we're getting our Thursday. I don't know what day of the week it is. And as we go into the interstates, we are going to be looking at all green as well. That's going to do it for our traffic. Over to you guys.
Hey, to Julian's credit, you don't normally work this shift, so it is easy this early in the morning to get the days mixed up.
Yep, I appreciate being with you guys.
We work this shift every day, and we get the days
I still screw it up about once a week. Thanks, Julian. Oh, the Rock County Historical Society doing something kind of neat here. They're looking for artifacts and memorabilia to be displayed as part of a new automotive exhibit. It's called Rock County Legacies. It's expected to feature things from Janesville's Shutter GM plant, Fisher Body, the local UAW, and Janesville Auto Transport Company. Items can be donated or temporarily loaned to the Historical Society. They say they've already received thousands of donations, including vehicle parts, employee badges, and photos of the original GM plant. The exhibit is slated to open in August.
More local news. Here in Madison, a performing arts community center is opening up a shop and exhibition at Garver Feed Mill. Communication is an all-ages arts and music nonprofit based in Madison. It's an all-volunteer-run space dedicated to growing stronger bonds within the creative community. Right now, they sell about 90 artists in their shop, all of whom have ties to Madison.
A lot of these are artists that haven't exhibited a lot, have not been sold in a lot of brick and mortar shops, and we want to make sure that we pull down as many barriers to that for them as we can.
The gallery will be open Thursdays through Sundays until March 20th. You can check out their hours over on their Facebook page. 6:20 now. Coming up in our next half hour, a big milestone for one Badger, the record he stands to beat tonight.
We'll be right back.
Channel 3000 Plus. Watch from your streaming media player or mobile device.
Cobeson Buses, now hiring.
Working with Cobeson, it's definitely been great because of the flexibility. If you do need time off, they work around you. They definitely try to make it a company that's based for you.
Visit Cobeson.com to apply.
Summer's coming, and so are those warm, relaxing weekends. No matter where your adventures take you, we've got you covered at the new Lake Home and Cabin Show, January 28th through the 30th at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison. Whether you're staying at a vacation rental, towing a teardrop trailer to sleep under the stars, or heading to a beloved family cabin, you'll find everything for your getaway lifestyle at the Lake Home and Cabin Show, January 28th through the 30th, Alliant Energy Center. Every weekend should be this fun.
There's a reason big dental bills often come as a shock, because sometimes you don't realize what's not covered until you get the bill. That's why affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual is important. It can give you benefits that go beyond what you get from more limited coverage plans. Because no one likes a big dental bill, especially if you're retired or on a fixed income. For a free information kit, call or go online now. This isn't some discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance that helps cover over 350 procedures, like cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures, at any dentist you want. Dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company helps cover preventive care, basic work, and major procedures, with no deductibles and no annual maximum. For your free information kit with all the details, call now or visit sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
Warm up with great deals during Steinhoffel's winter sale. Get store-wide savings of 35 to 50% off the largest selection of in-stock furniture and mattresses. Steinhoffel's has something for every style and every budget at the guaranteed lowest prices. So get in, warm up, and save. You'll find great deals throughout the entire store during the winter sale at Steinhoffel's. Relax, it's Steinhoffel's and steinhoffels.com.
Those brave men and women of our armed forces, generations of them. Why should today's burdens fall back onto them? They were there for us. Now let's be there for them. Your local Wisconsin energy providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund are working together to deliver Wisconsin veterans in crisis heat, power, and help staying in their home. But they can't do it alone. Call to donate today.
Cobeson Buses, now hiring.
My name is Mike Williams. I've been driving school bus off and on for 21 years. Here at our terminal, we're kind of like a family too. Somebody has an issue with a bus, other people kick in and help and get the job done.
Welcome back. We always ask you to share your morning with us. And
This is wonderful.
My cousin sent this picture in. So they live up in the Fox Valley, and they have a buffalo farm. So she sent me a picture of this guy with the temperature up there yesterday. You know, it was like cold. -20. She said, they're fine. They're so
fine.
insulated.
Right.
They're just hanging.
Chilling there.
Oh man.
Aren't they majestic creatures?
Hardy, for sure.
My goodness.
Holy cow. That picture alone gives me chills. It's just freezing in that picture. I don't want to go back to that. That was yesterday, and we're 30 degrees warmer this morning.
I'd love to have a herd of buffalo. What fun that would be.
You would love to have a herd of buffalo.
I just have one buffalo named Bascom.
There you go. You could get Bascom to like herd the buffalo. It'd be like a sheepdog, but a buffalo dog.
She's like the size of a buffalo.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, she is getting really large.
A big old puppy.
A cool, great picture from cousin Melissa this morning. If you want to share your morning with us, it's real easy. Just use the hashtag MyNews3Morning when you post on social media.
We were all buffalo yesterday, just trying to make it through the storm, Julian.
That is right. And, well, at least we don't have to worry about that for today, right? We get to see a bit more warmer temperatures because we are back into the 20s. It's going to be quite majestic, as Leah has mentioned. But in this case, we're talking about the weather. Even though it's not going to be seeing plenty of sunshine for us, we're at least seeing 20s just really dominate this forecast for us throughout the course of the day. But don't get too comfortable with it, because then we are going to be going back to similar to yesterday, but not nearly as bad, as we're going to return to the teens heading into Friday with wind chills from 10 to 20 degrees below zero. So once again, stay bundled up as we head into the weekend, folks. The good news is that we will start to trend back to some warmer temperatures heading into next week, with the 30s back into the forecast. Some mix, but still not seeing a snowstorm, even though we are seeing some teens return to the forecast. Quite the roller coaster in our near future, guys.
Yeah, lots of ups and downs. Thank you very much, Julian. All right, folks, stick around. More News 3 Now this morning, right after this.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Pick and Save delivery is always fresh because we check our produce at every stop on its journey to you. We're fresh every day, so shop anyway. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Oh my gosh, wow. Who am I?
Wow, is that really me?
Hi, I'm Annette, and I'm an actress. Under eye bags and wrinkles are so frustrating. They're so hard to hide and so hard to get rid of. I came across Plexiderm, and I was so excited. We have a model. His name is Richie, and all he's doing is taking a small amount. It's so powerful. That's all it takes.
This new year, in just 10 minutes, you'll look incredible.
This is something that you can do in the convenience of your own home. It's a cream. It's a topical. It literally creates an invisible layer that tightens the skin and smooths it out. All you do is gently rub it underneath your eyes, on your fine lines and wrinkles, and it
Visibly disappears in as little as 10 minutes.
My real true opinion is holy words I can't say on camera. This is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I could feel it just lifting my skin. It was amazing. It feels good. Feels great. Looks even better.
I can't even believe that this worked. I was a little skeptical, I am not going to lie, because I saw people online with it and I'm like, yeah, right, that can't possibly work. I'm telling you, it really works.
I thought I might see a little difference, but to see that big of a difference, and I felt something happening, but I had no idea. Like, I have so many dark circles, I have the puffiness, I have the lines. Like, it's amazing. I love it.
I did this to my father at home because I was skeptical. Yes, I admit it. 4 minutes, 34 seconds. The appearance of his under eye bag was completely gone. We were screaming. You have an event, you have any of those moments where you want to feel the best about yourself. I am telling you, the videos that you see on social media and TV are real.
This new year is the best time to get Plexiderm for only $14.95 and see it work for yourself after your first application. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Come join the amazing team of compassionate caregivers at the one and only Attic Angel Community. Attic Angel Community of Madison is looking for skilled RNs and CNAs and offers shift differentials and on-demand pay, tuition reimbursement, wellness center, and much more. CNAs starting at $18 an hour. We also offer rewarding careers in housekeeping and food service. Apply online today at atticangel.org. Come join the one and only Attic Angel Community.
At Pick and Save, you can get personalized coupons on top of weekly sales for prices that are lower than low on food that's fresher than fresh. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Right now, on the verge of a new record, the milestone a Badger basketball player could reach tonight.
And the Wisconsin Chamber Orchestra preparing for a symphony world premiere, 20 years in the making.
And the 20s make a pleasant return to our forecast. We'll tell you the details coming up.
20 degrees. Oh, wow. What a difference 24 hours makes, huh, Leah?
Oh, yeah. Who would have thunk that we'd be so excited for 20 degrees, Chris?
Yeah, this guy right here. Like yesterday, I was like, anything better than this. As long as it doesn't hurt to go outside, I'm all for it. Much better this morning.
Yeah, certainly the bite of the air, a little less today. We'll check in with Julian and his certified most accurate forecast in just a minute. But first, some good news for the Badgers. Coming off a loss, the men's basketball team has a shot to make history tonight, regardless of a win. One player in particular has this chance.
So if Brad Davison makes 2 3-pointers tonight, he'll be the best three-point shooter in school history. Right now, he has 269 three-pointers, just one away from tying the current leader, Bronson Koenig.
The only reason I actually knew about it is because I saw Bronson after the game, and he told me that I was getting pretty close to his record. He said he might have to break my leg so I don't get it, but no, it was all good jokes. It's a really cool record to have, and you know, God willing, hopefully I'll get there.
Tonight's game is in Nebraska. You can watch it starting at 4 p.m. on the Big Ten Network.
Wisconsin's DNR policy board making a move to remove the chair who refuses to step down since his term expired almost a year ago. The board voted 4-3 yesterday to elevate current board member Greg Kazmierski to chairman. That allows the current chairman, Fred Prain, to remain on the board just as a member. When Prain's 6-year term ended last May, Governor Evers appointed a replacement that has yet to be confirmed by the Senate. Prain has repeatedly said he will remain on the board until then. Meanwhile, Attorney General Josh Kaul has brought an appeal to the Wisconsin Supreme Court asking them to determine if Prain has a right to stay on the board.
A judge ruling that the DNR can test wastewater for PFAS but can't take legal action against polluters until water quality standards are set. The ruling is a partial victory for Wisconsin Manufacturers and Commerce, which sued to stop the agency's sampling program last year. They argued that the DNR did not have the authority to implement and enforce samplings that do not have standards under state law.
Some good news in the world of shortages right now. It means your used car is worth more. This is all about semiconductor chips needed for cars, but of course there's a shortage in this realm. Dealerships in La Crosse say that's caused new car prices to rise up to 40% since last year. But it also means people can trade in their cars for a higher value. With wait times on new cars getting longer, there is a need for cars to be sold as soon as possible, which is driving up used car prices. Dealers say the market is really hot for cars right now with less than 80,000 miles on them.
It's no joke where you have to be here, and if you're serious, you need to buy the car. So it may not be here tomorrow.
Earlier this week, Intel announced plans to build the world's largest semiconductor plant in Ohio to address the shortage. But those first chips won't start being produced until 2025.
Happening today, the city of Madison hosting its first public meeting to unveil designs for the new city's Imagination Center at Rindall Park. The center is meant to be a library space as well as a community social and civic engagement space. Tonight's meeting is virtual. The community can still see preliminary designs, share comments, and ask questions about the new space. A link to that meeting is up at channel3000.com.
The Wisconsin Humane Society is getting a major grant to help prepare animals for adoption in the state. Maddie's Fund is giving the $50,000 grant to the Humane Society. The National Foundation is dedicated to the well-being of animals. The money will go toward medical exams and procedures like vaccinations to get these little pets ready to be taken home. The Wisconsin Humane Society says it will ensure pets get expert care before they arrive at their new homes.
6:33, let's get a check of your certified most accurate forecast with Julian Right, he's taking a live look outside. Hey, Julian.
Well, the sun has not decided to join the party just yet, but we're not going to be seeing much of it throughout the day anyways because of the cloud cover that's just going to be blanketing much of southern Wisconsin. But as we get things rolling for us, our current conditions right now, 21 degrees here in Madison with that cloud cover starting things off for us. Wind chills, however, are nowhere near as bad as they were just about 24 hours ago. It feels like 11 degrees as you are heading out the door. But this is what we really are happy about, is this 24-hour temperature change. Increase increases by the masses in southern Wisconsin. 36-degree increase in Madison, 25 for Janesville, 37 in Platteville. You're getting the drift here that it has just been a wonderful thing to see 20s back again. Now, as we take a look at our wind chills, however, still into the teens throughout much of southern Wisconsin, with 11 a pair for Platteville and Madison, and about 9 degrees in Janesville. So as you're heading out the door, still feeling a little bit cold, but nowhere near as bad as it has in the past couple of days. Temperatures around southern Wisconsin with 21 degrees in Madison and Janesville, 22 in Platteville, and for Viroqua, 24 degrees as of right now. And as we see for our radar, it's pretty quiet, but just north of Madison or north of Dane County, we are still seeing some light snowfall in flurries to get our morning started, but it's going to be on the quieter side throughout the course of the day. May see a couple of flurries, but as you're planning it out, just know the clouds are really going to be the story with the 20s in our forecast. Now, as we see, enjoy the temperatures while we have them, because this cold front is going to be rolling in for us to shake in temperatures back to those bitterly cold conditions. As we get into the evening hour, could be seeing some flurries roll in around Dane County, but aside from that, we're going to stay quiet, but temperatures are going to once again drop to below zero going into our Friday morning. Now, as we see this roller coaster ride once again dropping in temperatures for Friday, warming up just a bit as we head into the weekend, but for next week, we are looking for those 30s to come back, but that will be brief once again, because as we get into next Thursday and Friday, another cold front is going to say hello as we're back to the teens and single digits overnight, guys.
All right, Julian, thank you. A 62-year-old man is dead this morning after being hit by a delivery truck in downtown Madison. It happened just before noon on West Washington Avenue, a couple of blocks from Capitol Square. The victim was reportedly known by people in the area for picking up litter. Police said that the driver is cooperating with the investigation.
Police in Beloit actively investigating a death on the city's west side this morning. In a Facebook post, they say it happened on Madison Road yesterday. Few details were available immediately. Police were not taking questions, but they did say there is no danger to the public.
An update now on yesterday's breaking news from Milwaukee. A Milwaukee County Sheriff's deputy expected to survive after being shot multiple times. The shooting happened yesterday morning during a traffic stop. Officers say 2 suspects ran off. Officers arrested the driver, but while they were searching for the passenger, the deputy was shot. The suspect was later trapped and shot himself. They died at the scene. Authorities have yet to identify the suspect and the officer.
In Rock County, the man who admitted to killing his grandmother, claiming demons made him do it, will spend the rest of his life in a mental health institution. 37-year-old Jamie Beggs will be eligible for release after at least 25 years. He pleaded guilty earlier this month to killing his grandmother, Kathleen Beggs, last summer in the town of Center. Beggs had previously been diagnosed as a bipolar schizophrenic who dealt with a personality disorder and substance abuse issues. Okay, it is 6:37 on your Thursday. Taking a live look at the thermometer. Quite a bit higher right there than what we saw yesterday. Double digits in the right direction. That's what we're talking about. Julian is up next.
And a special performance at the Overture Center tomorrow night. A preview of what the Wisconsin Chamber Orchestra has been working on.
Plus, our Restaurant Week series continues in the 608 this morning. When we come back, we're giving you a taste of a local favorite. Stick around.
3 days only. Day Furs acquired over 500 new garments and cool weather accessories, and everything must go. Save 40 to 80%. Pre-owned furs starting at $49. All accessories 60% off at Day Furs this Thursday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m.
If your credit card debt is out of control, if you're in over your head in monthly payments, there's a secret the credit card companies don't want you to know. If you have more than $10,000 in credit card debt, you have the right to let us settle that debt for a fraction of what you owe. That's bad news for the credit card companies, but it's great news for you. We're Credit Associates, and we're offering you free information on how to completely resolve your credit card debt with a monthly payment you can afford. To see how much you could save, call now. 1-800-914-6947. Don't declare bankruptcy. Don't consolidate. Give us 10 minutes and we could save you thousands. After all, we depend on your success and offer a guarantee so there's no risk to call. Credit Associates. Live better, debt-free. We'll even show you how to use your stimulus money to jumpstart our services and get you debt-free faster than you ever thought possible. Call Credit Associates now to see how much you could save for free. Call 1-800-914-6947.
dinosaur adventure roars into Madison. One weekend only. Alliant Energy Center. With life-size dinosaurs and massive family fun. Experience the thrill of the prehistoric age, featuring the ferocious T-Rex, Triceratops, Velociraptor, and more. Go on a realistic fossil dig. Take a ride on your favorite dinosaur. Bounce around in the prehistoric playground and a baby dinosaur meet and greet. Take an amazing dinosaur adventure. February 5th and 6th. Alliant Energy Center. Tickets at dinosauradventure.com.
Don't miss out on Floor & Decor's grand opening in Monona on February 7th. With our unmatched selection of tile, wood, stone, laminate, vinyl, and more, all at everyday low prices, at Floor & Decor, you'll discover the perfect products for shopping on trend and on budget, all in one stop. Plus, our helpful associates make realizing your vision easy from start to finish, so your upgrade has never been more you. Explore Floor & Decor's newest location in Monona on February 7th, or visit us online at flooranddecor.com.
3 days only. Day Furs acquired over 500 new garments and cool weather accessories, and everything must go. Save 40 to 80%. Pre-owned furs starting at $49. All accessories 60% off at Day Furs this Thursday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m.
U.S. ad spending is set to surpass $300 billion by 2022, and the greater Madison area is poised for major growth. So now would be a great time to consider a career in multimedia sales and to join our team selling our top-rated media and digital solutions. Work for a company that offers training, autonomy, flexibility, income growth, upward mobility, and work-life balance with a competitive wage. If you have a passion to drive results for local businesses, then visit morganmurphymedia.com right now to apply.
You're watching Madison's fastest growing newscast. News 3 Now this morning.
Welcome back. We've been highlighting Madison Magazine's Restaurant Week since Monday, but we want to take some time to remind you to be kind to restaurant workers this week. According to a new survey from the Independent Restaurant Coalition, 80% of locally owned restaurants and bar owners say they could close for good if they don't get another round of help from the government. And the Omicron wave is leaving many restaurants, including those participating in our Restaurant Week, short-staffed.
The first 18 months, we've only had 3, which is 3 confirmed cases. The last, I would say, 3 weeks, we probably already have 5.
Restaurant owners recommend making reservations for the best dining experience, and they also mention if things seem to be moving slower than normal, it's likely because they're understaffed for this very busy week.
So we need to support our local restaurants, and in the 608 this morning, we're giving you a great opportunity to do that.
Yeah, Josh Breyer joins us with more on a local favorite participating in Restaurant Week. Good morning, Josh.
Hey guys, good morning. Yeah, favorite indeed. We're talking about Eno Vino, and they've become a staple here in the Madison area since they first opened up their West Side location back in 2004. Since then, they've opened up downtown as well. The West Side is going to be hosting Restaurant Week through tomorrow, and we are giving you a little taste this morning. We're checking out Eno Vino West today, learning a little bit more about Winter Restaurant Week. We've got the chef de cuisine himself, Brent Leonard, with us. And Brent, I know you're super excited. You prepared all of this food in front of us. Talk a little bit about what's on the menu this Restaurant Week.
Well, what I have prepared here is a bunch of the stuff that's on our Restaurant Week menu as well as our normal menu. We want to showcase some of the stuff that we have on a day-to-day basis, and then some stuff that come Restaurant Week will be kind of like modifying some of the dishes that we have. But these are mostly our most popular dishes that we have on the menu right now, and that's kind of the reason why they're on Restaurant Week, is kind of showcase that type of cuisine as well. But what we have started here is our chicken skewers. They're a chicken sauté. They're made with chicken thigh cut up into like 1-ounce pieces, and then they're cooked with a little bit of a peanut sauce that's cooked in soy sauce and a little bit of sriracha. And then it's also served with 3 sauces: sweet chili, cilantro, lime, and then a Thai ketchup. And then as a side to that, we also have a sausage wontons. And then the second dish that we have here is our Impossible Beef Empanadas. It's served with a jalapeno corn, kind of like cheddar fondue, and then a vanilla tomato jam. And then our third dish here is our calamari fries. Calamari fries are like, they come out nice and crispy. They got a little bit of spiciness to it. They're served with a traditional red sauce. It's one of the dishes that we sell like a lot of. And then I also wanted to showcase one of our desserts here. It's just like a simple creme brulee but we modify it a little bit with like a raspberry preserve and then a chocolate brownie that's hidden on the bottom, sugar caramelized on the top, served with a fresh strawberry or fresh fruit.
So this is really an opportunity, like you mentioned, you have a lot of your favorites on the menu. It's really to get people in to take all of this in. You know, Winter Restaurant Week, you know, what is the significance for you guys here?
I guess it's just kind of like to showcase what we do and show like our customers like what we're happy to do and offer to them. It's our way of just kind of like giving back to the community and giving back to our customers. So.
And a lot of these things, I mean, you showed us in the kitchen, it takes a lot to be able to prepare and put all this together.
They're very simple dishes, and they have really good flavor, but it's just, there's a lot of prep work into just making something very elegant and simple and tasting good and keeping it steady and making sure that everything stays exactly the way that we want it to be.
Do you have a favorite here, or do you like them all?
Really, I like them all, but I'd have to say my favorite is either the calamari or the chicken skewers.
I was going to say I had the calamari, and that is really, really good. I'll have to try the chicken skewers as well. So, but awesome. Well, hey, Brent, we appreciate it. And yeah, happy Winter Restaurant Week.
Yep. Nice to meet you. And thank you, guys.
You bet.
Hope to see you on Restaurant Week.
If you'd like to learn more about the menu at Eno Vino West, you can go to the story at channel3000.com. Again, Winter Restaurant Week runs through tomorrow. Chris and Leo, you know, we've talked about this a couple of times this week, but it's really unique that all of these restaurants have really adapted, okay? So this week, you know, we talked about how there are vegan tacos available at Migrants. Today we're talking about those Impossible empanadas that have the Impossible meat in them too, and all of these to fit the needs of what their clients want, of what these folks that have come in to support these, you know, people for almost 20 years as far as Eno Vino goes. So it's pretty cool to see how they really are working for the people and creating all this amazing food.
Yeah, those Impossible empanadas sound right up your alley, Chris. Have you been to Eno Vino?
I haven't been to their West Side location. I've been to the one downtown with spectacular views. Can we take a second and talk about the presentation of those dishes?
Pretty.
They look too good to eat, Josh.
They look so good. I know that's always the hardest thing is when you know, we obviously got video of them creating all these dishes and then they put them all on the plate and you almost don't want to touch them because they look so fantastic. Literally everything that was on that table was so good. So definitely check them out. You've got a couple more days to do so.
Yeah, it can be as pretty as it wants. I'm still going to eat it. You guys know me. All right.
We know.
Josh
we
Breyer,
know.
Thank you very much. Remember to let Josh know what inspires you in the 608. Reach out to him on social media or shoot him an email for a chance to be featured.
All right, let's keep helping those restaurants out. We are giving away a pair of restaurant vouchers for Madison Restaurant Week. And all you have to do is go to our website and answer our question of the day.
Yes. So the question today is, what's your go-to dinner beverage of choice? All you do is go to channel3000.com/contests and answer this question. There's a little sidebar that you can type it in. Doesn't matter what you say. Keep it clean, obviously. And then you can have a chance to win a couple of vouchers.
We found out this morning that Leah is giving her old fashions a break and having tequila more often.
Just occasionally. No, it's not like a habit or anything.
No tequila in your coffee this morning?
No, just coffee this morning, for sure. I will stick with the old-fashioned at supper clubs and try other things at other restaurants. But yes, Chris, I am interested in the tequila drink every once in a while.
Let us know what your dinner beverage of choice is. Just go to channel3000.com/contest and you could win a pair of those restaurant vouchers. Hey, tomorrow it's going to be a special night at the Overture Center. That's when the world premiere of Symphony No. 8, Here I Stand, will debut. Renowned composer and the Wisconsin Chamber Orchestra's composer in residence is the one bringing it all to life. Dr. Bill Banfield says that the piece is inspired by musician and activist Paul Robeson.
The piece didn't get performed at the particular venue that commissioned it. So here we are 20 years later to bring this symphony piece to life. And it is the Lost Symphony 8, as we've been calling it, and with smiles on our face.
You can find a link to tickets on channel3000.com.
All right, 6:48. Let's turn it over to Julian Seawright with the First Warn Weather, certified most accurate forecast. A little bit warmer today, Julian.
Yeah, just a bit warmer, but I will deal with this for our late January forecast. Temperatures back into the 20s today. However, we are going to be seeing a bit of some overcast throughout much of our morning, especially as we head into the afternoon as well. Then we are going to be seeing developments of some scattered flurries around southern Wisconsin, especially as we get into the 5 p.m. evening hour. So as you get into the commute, just know temperatures are still going to be around the 20s for us, so it won't won't be too cold, but you could see some flurries rolling in. As we get into tonight, however, temperatures are going to take a nosedive, and that's going to be leading into our Friday. Now, around this time of year, our normal high is around 27 degrees for us, but we're going to be back to well below our average around this time of year as we get into our Friday. And on top of that, well, we are staying on the drier side. Could see flurries today, but going into the weekend, not seeing much activity, but next week could be seeing some switch up as well. We'll take a look at that coming up in a few moments. Till then, back to you guys.
All right, Julian Seawright, thank you very much.
6:49 now. Coming up in the morning sprint, potential changes to the state's wolf management and a bill to legalize medical marijuana in Wisconsin.
If you've got a little kid turning 3 soon, let us know so we can show their picture on TV. We'll be right back.
Look Who's 3 is sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
Furniture and Appliance Mart's multi-million-dollar clearance event is on now. Save up to half off appliance clearance items while they last. Plus, no interest financing for 12 months on all appliances with no minimum purchase. At Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley Home Store off the Beltline.
Everything is relative. Travel, for example. A trip to Stoughton might seem like a long way, but if you're shopping for diamonds, it's closer than you think.
Diamond Select.
Importers of shimmering diamonds from the mines of South Africa to the streets of Antwerp and Tel Aviv. They shop the diamond capitals of the world so you don't have to.
Diamond Select. Direct pricing saves you money.
On GIA certified South African diamonds.
Diamond Select.
Downtown Stoughton.
Over these past months, we've all experienced changes and a great deal of reflection. But here's a change you can truly be excited about. Sono Bello, America's #1 cosmetic surgery specialist, permanently removes the fat from your stomach, hips and thighs, and back.
I walked past mirrors. I didn't want to see any of that. I can't even tell you how excited I am about Sono Bello and what they've done for me.
I'm just living my best life now because I'm being the best that I can be.
Sono Bello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells permanently. Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation. Plus, get $250 off instantly. You deserve to do something for you. Call 1-888-512-1753 or go to sonobello.com now.
There's no telling what's in store with Wisconsin Lottery scratch games. It's Candy Blast, the sweet new $3 game that's chock full of fun. Use your symbols to match and reveal an entire game. Win up to $30,000. Instant scratch games from the Wisconsin Lottery. Odds are you'll like them.
Dirt's gonna fly at the Alliant Energy Center. The Monsters of Destruction, February 4th and 5th at 7:30 and the 6th at 2 p.m. Top monster trucks including Laminator, War Wizard, and Crazy Train, along with the insane action of freestyle motocross. Every ticket includes a pit pass for the pit party with drivers and riders, plus go for a ride in a monster truck. Get tickets and details at monstersofdestruction.com. Get ripped up. The Monsters of Destruction, February 4th, 5th, and 6th.
It's here, Wisconsin. Ashley Home Store's mega clearance event is on now. Millions of dollars worth of in-stock clearance, floor sample, and special purchase furniture and mattresses must be sold. This is your chance to save as much as 85% off while it lasts. Plus, no interest financing for 3 years store-wide. Only at Ashley Home Store.
For every woman at every stage, SSM Health.
6:52 time for the morning sprint.
Dane County's mask mandate is again being extended for at least another month. Case numbers may be decreasing countywide, but public health says it's still not enough to let the current mandate expire. The mandate will run until March 1st, when the county says it will reevaluate once again.
Breaking news from the NFL this morning. The Denver Broncos are hiring Green Bay Packers offensive coordinator Nathaniel Hackett. Hackett expected to meet with the Jacksonville Jaguars today, but the Broncos made sure that interview never happened. The Packers now looking for a new offensive coordinator, and according to the NFL Network's Ian Rappaport, head coach Matt LaFleur is interested in hiring internally.
As the Russian military buildup continues along Ukraine's border, the U.S. and NATO flatly rejecting Russia's demands that NATO ban Ukraine and other former Soviet states from joining the alliance. They did offer other compromises on arms control and missile replacement.
Happening today, the city of Madison hosting its first public meeting to unveil designs for the city's new Imagination Center at Rindall Park. The center is meant to be a library space, as well as a community social and civic engagement space. Tonight's meeting is virtual. You can see preliminary design, share comments, and ask questions about the new space.
A Milwaukee County Sheriff's deputy is expected to survive after being shot multiple times early yesterday morning during a traffic stop. Officers say 2 suspects ran off. The driver was arrested as police searched for the passenger. That's when one of the deputies was shot. The suspect was later trapped and then shot themselves. They died on the scene. Neither the officer nor the suspect are being identified.
Republican lawmakers trying once again to legalize medical marijuana in Wisconsin. State Senator Mary Filskowski and Representative Patrick Snyder introduced a bill yesterday that would create a new state commission to regulate medical marijuana. The same bill also introduced last session. It didn't gain much traction, though. Both Assembly Speaker Robin Vos and Governor Tony Evers, though, have expressed support on legalizing medical marijuana.
Badger basketball star Brad Davison is chasing down history today in Nebraska. If he scores 2 3-pointers, he will be the best 3-point shooter in Badger basketball history. He's chasing down former Badger Bronson Koenig, who has 270 3-pointers made in his career. The game against Nebraska scheduled for 4 p.m. on the Big Ten Network. A member of the DNR's policy board is suggesting the agency's new wolf management plan shouldn't include a specific population number. Instead, they would have metrics decide whether the population should be reduced or allowed to grow. The department's current wolf management plan dates back to 1999. It has a population goal of 350 wolves. Estimates put the current population at around 1,000. President Biden is expected to make an official announcement today about Supreme Court Justice Stephen Breyer's retirement. Breyer, the senior member of the Supreme Court's liberal wing, plans to step down this summer after nearly 28 years on the bench.
Amy Schneider's 40-game win streak on Jeopardy has come to an end. Roan Talsma, a librarian from Chicago, is the new Jeopardy champion crowned yesterday. She goes home with more than $1 million, $1,380,000 in winnings for Schneider. Schneider's winning streak puts her as second longest running in Jeopardy history, right behind Ken Jennings.
And a beautiful way to put a bow on our forecast is that we're going to be seeing some 20s and seasonally cold temperatures for us, much better than what we've had over the past couple of days. May see a few flurries for us as well, but then just know after today, we're going back to some bitterly cold temperatures really briefly. And then it's going to be a roller coaster ride for us after Fridays. We're going to try to increase and just see a bit of improvement heading into next week, but then we will be back to some chilly conditions heading into the late part of next week as well. Back to you guys.
Julian, thank you so much. Thanks for joining us this morning, folks. Have a great Thursday. We'll be back in half an hour for a news and weather update.